Welcome back. Now, the Finance Minister will deliver his budget speech tomorrow and is going to be an interesting one, especially considering the economic turbulence since the last one. South Africa's debt burden is large. And, of course, rating agencies have been steadily downgrading the country with a negative outlook. But for more on this, I'm joined now by financial journalist, that's Maya Fisher-French. Maya, always good to have you. Thank you for joining us. Now, should we be prepared to pay even higher taxes?
Well, I think the jury's actually out on that because we've kind of come to the end of the road on tax. There's very much an understanding that South Africa's tax base is shrinking, and just adding more tax onto already struggling households is probably not going to be very beneficial for economic growth. And I think economic growth is really going to be a big part of this budget. So the feeling that I'm getting from the experts is that we're probably not going to see a lot on the personal tax increases because it's not really going to generate a lot more additional revenue. That 1% VAT increase can generate about 20 billion rand, but it's very politically unpopular and, of course, not something you want to do with high levels of unemployment, so probably not going to be touching that. They're expecting more around indirect taxes, so we're going to definitely, they're going to allow inflation to increase tax by not adjusting the tax tables. That means that if you get an inflation-adjusted salary increase, you will be paying more tax. And possibly also medical tax credit. You know, if they had to cut that completely, it would generate about 27 billion rand. So maybe if they cut that by a third, they would generate about 9 billion. So that's definitely one the experts are expecting. And of course, the normal sin taxes, booze, cigarettes, all of those are definitely going to go up and possibly up quite significantly. So I would be going out and buying that today if you're worried about that. So I think we're going to see a lot more of those sort of taxes coming through than perhaps just an increase in personal income tax.
Right. So in terms then of retirement reform, should we expect any further news there?
Definitely. You know, in October, the minister spoke about possible early access to pension funds, auto-enrollment to extend the coverage in the country. A lot of discussion has been happening at NEDLAC. We've had absolutely no updates since October, so we are expecting definitely some further announcements. Don't get your hopes up. It doesn't mean it will be available immediately. Legislation still would have to be passed, but I do expect to have some further updates.
All right, Maya, we'll leave it there, but thank you so much. Maya Fisher-French.